Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is a special Friday night, and we are here on January 17th for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. That's right, buddy. We doing it on Friday to talk about all the cool things happening in the world of pro wrestling. We're talking matches. We're talking segments. We're talking OMG moments. We're talking championship changes. We're talking returning legends and more. I am your host, Jose Casabona. I am also the host, the founder, the executive producer, and content manager of the Ravens Flock. And on behalf of all of us here tonight, we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight.
There you go.
And
you can get your tongue back in. It's okay.
And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my typewriter for Wrestle Wrewind, the man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week.
It's called the promo kit. Go ahead, you can find it. Find it.
Shut up.
You're going to be the top man of this place. You're going to have to learn how to do it.
Shut your mouth, John. Here for Friday night, Mr. Juan Arauz.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the Mr.
And much like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an Inner Flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the Inner Flockers we got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges, custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the scourge of all late 20s, early 30-year-old whatevers we are, working jobs that we hate. In the most revolting way possible. Jobs that are like antithetical to our core beliefs and philosophies and stuff. It's getting sickening. It's getting horrible. Like I have to console Jose every single night. Like Angel has become like a pariah from society because he inadvertently breaks into his customer service spiel. It's horrible. It's ridiculous. But you can save us. You can save this bald bastard. You can save Angel. You can even save me if you give a shit. And the way you can do that is by spreading the word of the Ravens Flock and letting everyone know that we're here making your voice our mission and that we've been working it since 2013, going all throughout the world of nerd and geek culture, and just spread the word of our awesomeness. Share our channel to everyone you know and love. Encourage everyone to subscribe to us, and if it's within their means, tell them to also become Inner Flockers. And before you know it, we'll finally be self-sufficient and financially independent to the point where we can work for you the way we've always wanted to, and elevate the Ravens Flock channel and our entire team and in this movement in the way that it deserves to be. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members only content, especially discounts to our merch store, link in the description below. And you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds. Member fighting us your thoughts, put your feedback and your ideas in better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey up, we have Christy Randall-Sama in the chat. Hey Christy, thank you for joining us on this special Friday night edition of Wrestle Rewind. But Jose, for those who don't watch us on our normal Thursday hour, or rather Thursday night time slot, why don't you tell everyone what exactly is it that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Now, before I get into the landscape of wrestling, I just want to give a huge thank you. A big thank you to all our viewers who tuned in last night on the special Thursday edition of The Black Files. We had a huge technical mess on Wednesday nights where we normally stream, and it was a disaster, but we were able to salvage it and stream last night, and it was much better than we had anticipated, and we appreciate all of you for tuning in. We appreciate all of you for being so engaging in the live chat. This was a very serious topic that was hitting all the news sites, and we had to talk about it. It was a priority, and we appreciate all of you for coming along for the ride.
We really do, and truthfully, the only way that I was actually able to get through it all is the fact that I was helped out by the enthusiasm of the Wrestle Ravens flock and the audience that were watching and joining us in the conversation, and of course, thanks to the incredible Smart Energy blend brought to you by our partners over at Glitch Energy.
Woohoo! Here we go, Terria!
Which is why we here at the Ravens flock are proud to continue being partnered with Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy specially formulated Smart Energy blend keeps you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens flock, with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 lag, and 0 crash. And if you head to glitchenergy.com, make sure that you have their website bookmarked, because you never know when a new flavor will drop. Isn't that, Jose? Isn't that right, Jose?
Yeah, that's right. And if you don't believe me, look at the screen. Like, oh my God. No. That new flavor that was just right there.
Yeah, the raspberry mojito.
Raspberry mojito, man! It's crazy.
It looks promising.
I swear, just like the Who people in Whoville, these guys at Glitch Energy are relentless.
Seriously, raspberry mint cocktail. That is so cool. That is so. I'm really looking forward to giving that a try. But of course, the one that kept me running last night was the Glitch Fam energy, the blend that they have, which is peach and apricot flavored, and it's a special edition flavor where they only oh my God, only 10 remaining.
There's only 10 left, folks. It is available for a limited time.
I thought, oh my God, you can tell I wasn't paying attention. Crap. Okay, you guys need to get one now.
Yes.
Like right now.
There's only 10 left in stock. It is available for a limited time, and this is part of an anniversary celebration, celebrating all the contributors of Glitch Energy, including us, the Ravens flock.
Yeah, exactly. So what are you guys waiting for? Head to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FLOCKFUEL. If you think this is a great deal and a great bang for your buck now, wait until you hit this in your checkout cart, because this will knock it down by 20%. Who doesn't like a good deal?
Absolutely. You'll get a 20% discount on your order. So what are you waiting for? Start 2025 off great by getting your hands on some Glitch Energy right now.
I want to thank Glitch Energy once again for partnering with the Ravens flock.
All right. So now that we got that out the way, as far as the landscape goes, we are still on the road heading to the WWE Royal Rumble, which will launch us into WrestleMania season.
Yay!
That's right. All right, so to paint the landscape here, so WWE NXT, they're right now setting things up for their upcoming pay-per-view event called NXT Vengeance Day.
Wait, they're still calling it Vengeance Day?
Yes.
Why not just call it Vengeance? What, are we still trying to make it like, oh, it's Vengeance, like Valentine's Day, because they both start with a V? Are they still doing that? Are they still
Because
doing that? Valentine's
Day is for a bunch of vanilla, Swancho. We celebrate with vengeance.
But that still sounds dumb.
Vengeance!
Yeah, but that sounds dumb.
But vengeance!
Jose, listen, notice how I'm not arguing the vengeance part. That part is very important, and you notice how I'm not arguing that. But it sounds dumb.
You sound dumb!
No, you!
Anyways, and also, AEW Dynamite just wrapped up their TV special called Maximum Carnage. More on that a little bit later. And they're gearing things up for their upcoming pay-per-view event, AEW Revolution, which will be in March. And of course, Total Nonstop Action. Let's not forget about them. TNA are gearing things up for their pay-per-view event called TNA Genesis, which will be happening this weekend. And we want to give a huge congratulations to WWE and Total Nonstop Action Wrestling for securing a new deal in their continued partnership.
Yay!
Yes, that's right. That means we're going to see wrestlers from WWE and TNA crossing over one another into their shows. Shut your blue ass up. Anyways, but yeah, it's
blue.
I don't know. I'm thinking Smurfs for some reason.
What? Where the hell does Tony Khan invoke Smurfs on you? That is so weird.
I know, it's so out of left field. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with reviewing this week's edition of NXT. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
Excellent. All right, so we are still fresh from NXT New Year's Evil, and we have crowned the new NXT champion in the form of the great Obafemi, and the champion himself, and the Nigerian giant, the Nigerian ruler, the
bringer of war.
The bringer of war, the mountain you cannot climb, opens up NXT.
It's the same photo! It just slapped a freaking title belt on his shoulder! It's the exact same photo! He's so angry at me! Why? I ain't done nothing to you, Oba!
You ate his last taquito.
I ain't shit, alright? I ate a pair of egg rolls and a bag of Cheetos. You ain't told me shit. I do not touch your taquitos.
I love puffed Cheetos and you ate them.
I didn't have punch. I had the crunchy ones. So take that.
So Obafemi starts things off and cuts a really great promo, and his promo is all based on how destiny, how people can try and run and hide, but destiny will find its way. It's a promo that's so heavily focused on destiny that Thanos is watching this from outer space, and he's either congratulating him or he's like, "That guy stole my bit."
Actually, that wasn't Thanos. That was just Alberto El Patron.
Oh! Ouch!
Yeah, fuck him.
Ow! Oh, fuck that guy. No. Obafemi is 100 times better than Alberto El Patron. Thank you very much.
Notice how I'm not arguing that? We all know that he's better than Alberto. It's just that he stole his bit, though.
Well, yeah. but because it came from Obafemi, it's cooler.
It's all about delivery, baby.
Exactly. Obafemi mentioned that it is destiny that carried him into WWE. It is destiny that helped him become one of the longest reigning North American champions in WWE history. And it is destiny that got him all the way to the NXT title. But just as he was going to continue on with his promo, his promo was cut off by none other than a man who dethroned Obafemi for the North American title, Tony D'Angelo.
Oh, the Gabagool is back!
The Gabagool is back, everybody!
The Don of NXT.
The Don of NXT.
He's the guy he's there making everything. He's got the business over here.
It's all about the family.
Beepity boopity bop. Horrible Italian stereotypes all in your face.
You miss
all
him.
of it.
Admit it, you miss him.
Yes, I miss him. Where has he been?
He's been feuding with Ridge Holland.
Oh, fuck Ridge Holland, please.
Oh, we'll get to him in just a bit. So Tony
fuck Ridge Holland.
Because he's going to be coming up shortly. So Tony D'Angelo cuts the proceedings off, and he reminds Obafemi that he was the one that defeated him for the North American title at Halloween Havoc. And Tony D'Angelo is making a case to challenge for the NXT Championship, and he is calling out Obafemi, and he made a prediction that if they face off for the title, that history will repeat itself, and that Tony D'Angelo will beat Obafemi again.
Them some fighting words there, Tony. You sure you're really up for that shit?
But before
the bring the award, the much you cannot climb over up in the shit. Like you really want to tug on that particular thread, buddy?
I mean, he did it once and he won. Oh!
Good point.
But unfortunately, that's gonna have to wait, because speaking of people that Juan hates for the rest of his life,
I mean, fuck you. You messed up, Big E.
Out comes Ridge Holland, who has been feuding with Tony D'Angelo since a couple of weeks ago, when he was dressed up as Santa Claus and ambushed Tony D'Angelo and took out the D'Angelo family. That's what started the feud.
Oh, okay. Wait, why?
I have no idea, but Ridge Holland is feuding with Tony D'Angelo. And just to add more salt to the wound, I don't have a picture of it, but Ridge Holland showed off a little small portrait photo of the beatdown of Ridge Holland dressed up as Santa Claus kicking the shit out of Tony D'Angelo. And that set things over the edge.
Are you kidding me? Motherfucker was dressed as Santa and you got your ass beat? Motherfuck.
Yeah, because unlike Alberto El Patron, who ran over Santa Claus with a car, Tony D'Angelo got his ass kicked by Santa. So it's a bit of a... Actually, no, what do we do? No, this would only apply if Obafemi was fighting Santa. No, Obafemi was nowhere near that crisp.
You got your metaphors mixed up. Sorry, Joe, it doesn't work. It doesn't count.
Okay, yeah. No, Obafemi was nowhere near that holiday Yuletide crap between Tony D and Ridge Holland.
Yeah, I know, it's bullshit.
Anyways, I do have pictures of the fight, by the way.
Oh, do you?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, I'm sure that it was quite civil in that... Nope.
Ha! Civility in wrestling? You'll be lucky if they have a wedding that goes off without a hitch.
Right? Also, like what? The bride got drugged and kidnapped, or she's carrying a demon baby, or she's a cougar trying to sleep with her rival's geriatric dad. What? What are we doing this time?
All right, so after...
somebody... No, I know it is. Somebody got shot.
Wow. You're trying to jump the shark here.
I'm trying to figure out what happens in this wedding. Oh, wait, there's no actual wedding.
There's no actual wedding. So while Tony D'Angelo and Ridge Holland are settling their differences at ringside, unfortunately, Obafemi got blindsided from behind by Eddie Thorpe. Yep, we haven't heard the last of him.
The fuck?
Eddie Thorpe attacks...
fuck this guy.
Eddie Thorpe attacks Obafemi from behind, and we close off this segment with Eddie Thorpe holding the NXT Championship over his shoulder.
No, over his head.
I mean, over his head. Yes, over his head.
Buddy, you ain't that big.
Nobody.
You are not that guy, bro.
I was gonna make a size joke and be like, dude, it's Obafemi. Nobody's as big as him.
No, I mean, like, no, motherfucker ain't that big, son.
Yeah, no, motherfucker ain't that big. Yep, that is true. But that's where we start things off. At least now we have a feud where Eddie Thorpe is challenging for the title, which might or might not, I may be going ahead of myself, it might transition Obafemi's character into more of a tweener than a heel champion.
No thanks, just be a heel. Please just be a heel.
Or just be a cool heel.
Like, at least cooler than Eddie Thorpe. Eddie Thorpe comes off like a weasel heel.
Yes, he does. All right.
It doesn't, like, you don't have to be a smaller guy to be a Weasley heel. You could be a Weasley heel and be a giant. But it's just a matter of, like, how you comport yourself and shit.
That is true.
Which is what Eddie Thorpe can do. And so I just want Obafemi to be like, no, I'm the fucking boogeyman, and make Eddie Thorpe piss his pants, and like run for your life. That's what we'd like to see. More of that, please.
And as for Ridge Holland, well, after falling short of winning the NXT Championship against Trick Williams a couple months back, we got to put him in some sort of feud to keep him going.
Ow.
Yeah. So now let's get to the exciting match of the night. And this is a one-on-one match which will have major implications for the NXT Women's North American Championship, as the returning Shotzi Blackheart goes one-on-one against the Dark Angel, Stephanie Vaquer.
Oh, god damn! No, she knocked my mic over, my mic stand.
Wait, which one?
Stephanie Vaquer. God damn.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
This match was set up last week, and whoever wins will challenge Fallon Henley for the NXT Women's North American Championship in 2 weeks' time when they return to the road.
On Vengeance Day.
Well, no, not on Vengeance Day. I think there's going to be another NXT show where they're going to be at another town outside the Performance Center.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'm down with that. Let's go ahead and spill the... give us tell us what the haps is, Jose.
All right, and I do have pictures of the match, so you gotta get ready, Juan.
Okay.
All right, so we start things off with back and forth reversals from both Shotzi and from Stephanie Vaquer. Yep.
God.
Yep. Shotzi Blackheart, of course, showing no signs of ring rust, starts things off, lights up Stephanie Vaquer with a series of drop kicks in the middle of the ring, keeping the Dark Angel on her toes. And before we got to commercial break, Shotzi Blackheart annihilates Stephanie Vaquer with an incredible tope jump over the top rope, keeping her down. And then when we get back, yep, keep going.
Oh God.
Yep.
Whoa, is she like, is that like a half locked tarantula move?
Yes.
Wait, no. Did she lock it in perfect, like at the end with like grabbing the legs?
No, this wasn't intended to be a tarantula.
It wasn't intended to be a tarantula. Oh,
nope,
man.
Just a neck lock.
Okay, well that still looks cool.
Of course.
God dang. Okay, Stephanie Vaquer, you're in trouble.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes, she is. Your Twitter can wait.
No, it's our Twitter.
Oh.
I'm trying to spread the word of the show.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Your Twitter can wait.
Your Twitter can't? All right, fine. Yeah.
It could if it was my Twitter. It ain't.
All right.
So, take that. I'm doing work on both things.
So Shotzi Blackheart, for the moment, has the advantage over Stephanie Vaquer. She's keeping the Dark Angel grounded. Stephanie Vaquer, of course, was able to fight back against Shotzi Blackheart, neutralizing her aerial assault. And you can see right here, she's locking in. Someone's been pulling a page off of a certain Lionheart.
I invented that move.
And doing it better.
I invented it. I invented it, baby. How dare you take my move, baby? And I invented it. I invented.
You invented it. Oh my god. Anyways.
Invented.
All right. So after some inspiration from a certain washed up champion, Shotzi Blackheart was able to get her second win. She was able to fight back against Stephanie McMahon. Go for it. Yep, she's able to fight back, hits a running knee onto Stephanie McMahon's face.
Oh, I'm just thankful that it wasn't with the knee that has the brace, because I don't know if this makes any sort of a difference, but I'm going to zoom over here. I promise I'm not trying to get a booty shot, although that thought does cross my mind.
Yeah, it's par for the course, but go on.
The studs on the side of Shotzi's knee brace here. You see them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have seen plenty of knee braces that don't have those. My guess is that is meant to be purely cosmetic, but obviously, no, that ain't how this shit rolls. You get smacked in the face with one of those the wrong way, and you go night-night.
Yeah. Pretty much, and this was right after Shotzi was able to reverse the packaged not a powerbomb, but a packaged backbreaker that was Stephanie McMahon's finishing move. And in the final moments of the match, out comes JC Jane of the Fatal Influence to try and get involved, and both Shotzi and Stephanie McMahon delivered stereo headbutts, knocking that bitch out.
Like JC, bitch, please. You ain't nobody up in this shit. You ain't doing anybody any fucking favors, honey doll. Oh, no, you poor thing. Thank you for coming out, JC Jane. Your check will be in the mail.
But in the final seconds, with the referee distracted, Fallon Henley was able to attack Stephanie McMahon from behind, allowing Shotzi to roll up the Dark Angel to pin and win. Your winner and challenging for the Women's North American Championship, Shotzi Blackheart.
Fuck. Okay, I just need to make sure that I'm looking at Stephanie and I have the right orientation for which way her body is bending. Okay, that's literally just a roll-up. Okay, because it took me a second and I'm over here thinking, oh my god, she's being bent backwards, she's dying. No, okay, that's just a roll-up pin, but still, okay, on the one hand, ow, sucks to be vaquer. I'm really sorry about that, and fuck you, Fallon Henley. That just shows you who she's actually scared of. But at the same time, congrats to Shotzi. Shotzi's getting her Shotzi on.
Yay! Shotzi's getting her Shotzi. Haha, that's a good one.
Yeah. That'll be $9.95, please.
Pay
me for my puns!
You could take an IOU.
You're all fucking dicks on IOU. You go next segment.
All right, now let's get into the exciting segment. We got an incredible video package for the newly crowned NXT Women's Champion, the beautiful madness that is Julia.
Goddamn. All right, so
hey, they use a different. I think they're using a different picture.
No, it's the exact same picture.
Motherfucker! Okay.
It's the exact same picture.
Damn it!
God damn it, people!
WWE, come on, you can
come
afford
on.
to
You guys have the infinite money cheat codes on. Fucking spring for new photos.
All right, so in this video package, they showed highlights of Julia's match against Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Title at New Year's Evil. They also showed up. They also had a pre-recorded video that Julia said, where she spoke in her native tongue, aka Japanese, and she was talking about how how great it felt for her to win the title. And what it means to her for the women's division, and it's just an overall accomplishment babyface promo. And who doesn't love that?
I mean, maybe I don't love that. Who knows?
Oh, why? Why? But would you rather Roxanne Perez win, huh? Are you all about the angry slice? Are you all about the angry slice of pie?
I mean, I could fix her.
Oh no. No, Juan, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Maybe I do.
No, you don't!
Maybe I do.
Oh my god. All right. But nevertheless, this was still a beautiful video package from Julia. And I'm happy that she's our new champion, and I'm very interested to see what new heights we're gonna see for the NXT Women's Division going forward. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too, and I only say this because, quite frankly, I want to see what they're gonna do with Julia as a fighting champion here.
Yeah. Are you trying to tweet?
I'm trying to make sure I've got the right spelling. You ignore me. Just continue with your thing.
All right. Now let's get to the match of the night.
All right. And what match is that?
This was an impromptu one-on-one match set up. And this match, did not last long. And it is a one-on-one match featuring all ego Ethan Page versus the Singapore superstar of NXT, the perennially hired Dante Shen.
Okay, you see Ethan Page stalking him in the background over here, and Shen over here is just like he has no clue. He has no clue, Donnie. He's got no clue. He just walked into a fucking he walked into a nightmare. He walked into a horror movie.
Yep. Earlier in the evening, Dante Shen and Ethan Page had an altercation over in the locker room. What's his face? Dante Shen was taken aback by what Ethan Page was trash talking, and he requested this match with him in the middle of the ring. And it's also important to note that, man, Dante Shen has the worst luck in NXT. He's been wrestling in WWE since 2021, and he's been set back by injury after injury, and he doesn't really have the best record in terms of wins and losses. Yeah, no, and yet despite all that, the fans, I was surprised when I saw this, the fans were chanting for Dante Shen 100%. It's as if Dante Shen gained some sort of like underground following.
There's that. There's also the fact that all ego Ethan Page is an asshole, and you don't want to cheer for the asshole.
Well, yeah, that's too. Anyway, so let's talk about the match. So I do have some photos of their match, thank goodness. And despite the match being short,
oh God! Did he not even give him time to enter the ring?
No, he didn't.
Jacket off or nothing? Look at that. Ethan's like, no, fuck you, no, God.
Ethan Page clearly is still feeling hot from their heated exchange. Started stomping away on Dante Shen before the bell could ring, and just kicking the shit out of him, much to his delight and much to the fans' dismay. And then Dante Shen was able to finally get back on his feet. He was able to hit Ethan Page with a series of strikes, super kicks, chops, backhand moves, and the fans were all for it. They were chanting his name 100%. They were behind Ethan Page all the way. But Ethan Page, the smart bastard that he is, was able to seize his opportunity, and in a shocking, weird way of ending a match, Ethan Page finishes off Dante Shen with a cutter to pin and win instead of the ego's edge. Your winner, Ethan Page. Now, the match was short, I'll admit, and it was but the savagery did not stop there.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Let's just say Dante Shen's about to lose his footing. Ethan Page brutally assaults Dante Shen at ringside, taking off the boot from Dante Shen's right foot, planting it right there, and knocking it with the steel steps.
No, wait. So he took his foot and like smacked it against the steps.
Yeah, no, he took his foot, he plants it right in between the ring post and the steel steps, and then Ethan Page just slams it.
Oh, that's worse. Penis. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yes. Ethan Page is Ethan Page is out for blood, and Dante Shen was another casualty. And speaking of casualties, out comes Javon Evans to try and fight back, but his jaw is still not healed, and it only took Ethan Page one punch in the jaw to knock the young OG down. Fuck indeed.
Oh my God. Like, okay, listen, I know what the real problem is, we thought that is because he has a surgically rehabilitating jaw that's wired shut. But you want to know what the real problem is? That why Javon Evans was so thoroughly vanquished by Ethan Page?
Why?
He didn't tie his shoes.
Oh!
Dun, dun, dun!
Oh man, come on, dude! If you're gonna jump a guy, at least make sure your laces are
You
tied.
want to make sure, if nothing else, like if you're not gonna bother tucking them in, like if you're not gonna bother tying your shoes, then tuck the laces in. That way, you don't trip on yourself and you don't leave yourself in loose footing that leaves you in an opening where you could get hurt and then knocked on your jaw. That's surgically can be reconstructed. Goddamn, son. I know you're a young OG, but I know you're not that young that you don't know how to tie your shoes.
All right. So now let's move on.
Yes, I'm that guy. I am going to be that guy. That's what I do here on this show. I'm the fucking heel here. I'm the fucking color commentary.
No, you're fine. And while the match may have been lackluster, the post-match segment with Ethan Page going savage, that was really brutal and really crazy to watch. Now,
it was wonderful.
Now, let's go to the opposite side of crazy and let's talk about the segment. And this was a backstage segment. So it was so weird. Like, the camera was following along a lot of the wrestlers in the backstage. It was following along the exchange between Oba Femi and Dion Lennox. And then it pivoted over to Shawn Spears and Izzy Dame and Adriana Rizzo. And then eventually it ended by showing us a segment between Ashante the Adonis and Carmen Petrovic. Because we gotta continue peddling that romance shit. So Ashante the Adonis brings a flower to Carmen Petrovic after weeks and weeks of ghosting her and sending her mixed signals and trying to tap that booty that is Carmen Petrovic, or the side booty that is Nikita Lyons, much to the dismay of Juan Arouse. Ashante the Adonis finally comes around, delivers a flower, and he wants to start the new year off right, and he wants to seal the deal with Carmen Petrovic. So Carmen Petrovic accepts it. She says it's about damn time. And man, oh man, listen, okay, I know that kissing in front of a camera in a television show, I know that it's a very risky thing to do, but come on, man, there's a right way to do a fake kiss. Look at that shit.
Was it meant to be a fake kiss on the lips together, or a fake kiss of like kissing on the cheek?
It was supposed to be a kiss on the lips. It was supposed they could have done a Hollywood kiss. You've seen a Hollywood kiss.
I've done Hollywood kisses. God damn, do you guys what really? Like, god damn.
Oh my god.
Y'all need to learn how to block your fake kisses right. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. What the shit?
Oh my god. It was so... Like, the segment would have been fine. They would have been okay. But then the fake kiss happened.
And then the fake kiss happened.
Ah.
Unbelievable.
All right. Now, before we talk about the main event segment, we do have an honorable mention to briefly touch on.
Oh, we do we?
Yes, we do. And this honorable mention goes to a really fun women's tag team match that happened on NXT. We've got, and it's two teams who are competing for the opportunity to challenge for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
Oh, cool. All right. It's been a hot minute since we've seen any action regarding the Women's Tag Team Championship, because that's Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, who's currently out on injury, right? So
that's right. So standing in her place was Naomi, but this is for the number one contendership, and it is the Meta Girls, that is Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson versus the Unholy Union, aka my favorite tag team, of Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Okay, the evil redheaded witchy goth Scottish girls versus the Meta 2.
Yes, and it was a fun tag match. It was really good. Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson looked like absolute stars during this match.
Look like superheroes. Awesome, very good. How about Alba Fire and Isla Dawn?
Oh, yo, they did their part great. They were the de facto heels in this exchange.
You have evil witches. I mean, come on. Of course they're gonna be heels.
Yeah, and they did their best to like be dastardly and keep the Meta Girls on their toes. But and I like this because for the past couple of tag matches, Lash Legend was the one that's been getting a lot more in-ring exposure and a lot more time to shine. But this time, both girls looked great. Both Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. They've been putting in the work, and they've been doing phenomenal, and that is why they won and beat the Unholy Union and will be challenging for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
Cool. When?
I have no idea.
Look into that.
I will look into that, but that is the honorable mention.
Yay.
And now let's get to the main event segment. And this is a segment that has to be addressed because it is regarding the future of the NXT Women's Division. So, licking her wounds and dropping the championship gold, Roxanne Perez cuts a promo and she talks. And we saw this promo before going live. Like, she talks about how she was the champion for 280-something days in her second reign. And she brought the NXT Women's Division to new heights in her title run.
Yeah, with some much-needed assistance and interference from Cora Jade. Wink, nudge.
I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't sound like her.
Yeah, no. What? I'm sorry. Something in my throat. Do you have a lozenge? Do you have any Mialine Imas? Do you remember that?
Mialine Imas.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah, no, it was like this off-brand Robitussin that tasted like honey.
I think I know what you're talking about. That shit's weird.
Yeah, that's old. That's like mid 90s Spanish TV old.
Yeah, I know. And then she talks about Julia winning the NXT Women's Championship from her at New Year's Evil, and how and then she downplays Julia, thinking that she's not going to be the one to take the women's division to another level like Roxy did.
Such an angry little pop rocks. No, seriously, like she was so angry. And it was so bitter and stuff and everything. Like, while she was on her tirade, while I was watching the promo with Jose, I was literally just walking past, and the only thing I could say while she was on her little, on her part where she was healing it up, all I could say was, you have a run in your stockings there, Roxy. Which she does, fun fact, on her right leg.
Well, and just as she was about to continue on with her tirade against Julia and against the women's division...
Jose, you know what? I just realized.
What?
Roxanne needs direction, all right? Cora Jade is not going to be able to back her up forever. And Roxanne needs to figure out where she's going to go, whether she's going to try and take this as an opportunity to become an even better champion than before, or if she's going to change things up a bit. What she needs is a guide. She needs a mentor.
She needs a role model? But who's going to come knocking on that door?
Ding dong, hello.
Oh, shit, here we go.
It's Bayley.
So out comes Bayley.
Hey! She literally did the fucking thing from the Snap Cube, Shadow the Hedgehog. Hey, what's up? It's me. She literally did that to Roxy. It's hilarious. I loved it.
All right, so Bayley joins in on the proceedings, and she gives a nice talk, and she gives some very unsolicited advice, as Roxanne puts it, in regards to what Roxy should do now that she's no longer NXT Women's Champion. She suggested that she needs to go a little bigger now, that it's time for her to move on, that the NXT Women's Division will be doing fine without her.
I didn't need your opinion, Bayley. Yeah. You see, I wasn't lying. Run in her stockings.
Who gives a shit?
I give a shit.
That's such a weird detail to point out.
Details to point out are my whole thing, man. They're literally my whole bag.
Jesus, man, you're like Sherlock Holmes. You can't turn it off anytime you see like one piece of detail that's all over the place.
What, you want me to?
I mean, it would help your sanity. Anyways, so Roxanne Perez, of course, fires back. She saying that she has passed all of Bayley's records in NXT.
Oh, just like you, and just like Natalya, and just like CM Punk, you're someone that I used to look up to.
And then she closes off her tirade by saying that, hey, she could be Bayley's role model.
That didn't sit very well for Bayley.
Oh, yeah. Bayley, All she had to do was say that the difference between her and Roxanne Perez is that while Roxanne is still there, being a big fish in a small pond in the NXT Women's Division, Bayley is going to WrestleMania after she defeats Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's title.
And Roxy didn't like that.
And then we get a beautiful pull apart here.
Oh my God, you're right, Jose.
What?
The pants that Bayley's wearing does make her look better.
Well, yes, it does. Thank you for that observation.
And yeah, Bayley fights back and mounts her and whips her all over creation. And the show goes out on that. We don't see people pulling them apart. We don't see Bayley standing tall or whatever, or Roxy getting a receipt, or even Cora Jade coming to rescue her. Nothing like that. No, it just ends on the two women fighting.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Let them fight.
I mean, I'm not arguing any of this. I'm just pointing all of it out. I mean, come on.
That being said,
what the hell?
That being said, this is good for Roxanne Perez. It keeps her in NXT, and now she's feuding with Bayley, which will definitely boost her stock as her call up to Raw or SmackDown is imminent.
I didn't even think of that. It didn't even occur to me. Shit. Wasn't it just 2 years ago, or was it last year when Roxy made a surprise appearance in the Women's Royal Rumble?
It was last year.
See, there you go. They were already testing the waters with her.
Yes. All right. And now let's go over to this week's edition of AEW Dynamite. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Oh, God.
Cut it out.
I'm sorry, Juan. Light the Fuse, Hit the Boom Dynamite is so 2021.
Cut it out, I said.
All right, fine. Anyways, we're reviewing the TV special of AEW Dynamite Maximum Carnage.
This is how you know people are gonna bleed.
That's right. This year's TV special of AEW Maximum Carnage takes place over in Cincinnati, Ohio, the hometown, of course, of the AEW World Champion Jon Moxley. More on him later. And actually, I actually want to take a moment to comment on the venue that they chose for Maximum Carnage, because it is actually a really good choice. You saw the pictures of the venue, right?
Yeah. What's the name of the venue again? Remind me.
I'm about to pull it up. Give me just a second. Oh, Maximum Carnage. There, here we go. So, the venue is called the Andrew J. Brady Music Center.
Yeah, I remember that. It's a auditorium stage.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a stage performance center.
That's right. This is part of AEW's new strategy in the new year. Now embracing smaller venues to help get the crowd that they need, and to help
to not look like a total ass hat of a show. I'm actually wanted to show you guys, because you brought it up, and I wanted to show the thing, where is it? Seating charts and venue apps. There we go.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Da-da-da-da. So yeah, they had the thingy set up this way, and let's see, fully seated, you would have the balcony. Rather, you would have the middle, the floor stage, the first balcony and second balcony right above that. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be cool. I can live with that. It's a little weird, but I can live with it.
I mean, it's no weird than when we see NXT in smaller venues, so come on.
Well, yeah, true. It's literally the thing that gets me, it's literally on a stage. It's weird in that regard, but I get it. It's I digress. The point is, yeah, it suits them better because they don't have to worry about a hard cam side. Oh!
Oof. Damn, that hurt.
Not as much as the Maximum Carnage that they doled out this week.
All right, so we're
Maximum Carnage.
So we're gonna start things off by going to the one-on-one match, the opening match. It's Machine versus Best Bout Machine as
Machine versus Machine.
Yep, as Brian Cage takes on the returning Kenny Omega.
All right. Also, Matthew Coburn and Shamanistic Unicorn Tam are in the chat. Hey up, guys. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate you being here.
Yay! Welcome to the special Friday edition.
Yeah, again, it's hard for me to recognize Brian Cage with hair. It's very hard.
And a full beard.
Yeah, exactly, and a full beard. It's a little weird. Hey, no, it's weird. His beard's weird. All right, well, I'm off. Let's get on the show. Tell me this match was worthwhile, please.
Oh, no, absolutely. Brian Cage and Kenny Omega, they did a great opening match, and they absolutely killed it. Brian Cage, it's a match of skill versus power, and of course Don Callis joined the commentary booth along with the Murder Hawk Lance Archer.
Why is his theme a single droning sound?
I have no idea.
A single droning note.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
It's so weird.
That is so weird.
Okay. Now, in this match,
a weird guy with weird music. We got a guy with a beard's weird, and Kenny Omega. I ain't even gonna start with him.
Yeah, I know. Kenny Omega and Brian Cage had an incredible opening match, which saw Brian Cage, of course, dominating over Kenny Omega during this encounter. We see a lot of running knee hits from Kenny Omega, which at this point is par for the course. Brian Cage also was... now, this is a cool spot I wanted to talk about, because Brian Cage was at the top turnbuckle, and he was about to do like a deadlift superplex on Kenny Omega, who was still on the ring apron. But Kenny Omega was able to reverse it. He was able to leap over and did like a float over, like leap over on Brian Cage, and did a sunset flip power bomb from the top turnbuckle, and laid out Brian Cage, but was only able to get a 2 count. But that is amazing. That is some great athletic ability from Kenny Omega. I know we give a lot of shit to the Young Bucks because of how obnoxious they portray themselves, but one thing that me and Juan
how much of idiots they are in real life.
But one thing that me and Juan can agree on is that Kenny Omega, he stands different from the rest of the elite garbage.
Yeah, as in he actually works.
Yes.
Properly, which is good. All right, so knee strikes all over the place. Okay, go on.
Yep. All right. So Kenny Omega was able to crack Nicolas Cage in the head.
Cage?
Sorry, Brian Cage. Sorry, the Cage.
What the fuck is he? Look, I had trouble recognizing Brian Cage, but Nicholas? Really?
I actually got to be honest with you. My name is Nicolas Cage. I'm just wearing a muscle suit. So Kenny Omega cracks Brian Cage with the V-trigger knee strike.
Yeah.
And then Kenny Omega finally puts down the machine with the one-winged angel to pin and win. Your winner, the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. And then after the match, Kyle Fletcher and Lance Archer was stormed into the ring, and the Don Callis family was laid an assault on Kenny Omega until out comes Will Ospreay to help try and even the odds. But unfortunately, the numbers advantage was too much, because then out comes the AEW International Champion, the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, to join in on the fray and destroy Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay.
Shit! Are you kidding me? How is Konosuke Takeshita? How did he manage to take down both the Ostrich and Kenny Oblivious?
With help from Kyle Fletcher.
Okay, see that makes sense.
Yeah. So Kenny Omega won in his opening match, but the Don Callis family stands tall.
Okay, why didn't Lance Archer join them?
He did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he joined it. This was after.
I barely pay attention because of how fucking ridiculous Don Callis is.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay.
One drowning sound, just one.
All right, and now let's get over to the exciting match, and this is a match that I really enjoyed, and it's a tag match, player.
Holla, holla.
Actually, no.
It's a
trios match. Yeah,
is it a trios match?
Let's use our terminology right. It is a trios match, which features Mark Briscoe and the AEW World Tag Team Champions Private Party, which features Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn, versus the Hurt Syndicate, and the official in-ring AEW debut of MVP.
Montel Vontavious Porter, and also Shamanistic Unicorn Tam, thank you so much for once again becoming an inner flocker!
Yay!
Thank you once again for that, Tam Tam. It means a bunch.
Hey, you are awesome. All right, but yes, MVP, Montel Vontavious Porter, has not stepped into a wrestling ring since what, 2021, 2022?
Something like that.
Something like that. And he's great. Like, he has shown no ring rust. I felt like when he had his earlier run in the WWE in the mid-2000s, I thought that the WWE really screwed the pooch on him. So anytime MVP gets into the ring, I'm always happy to see it.
Notice I won't have any sort of... Yeah, I'm not going to have any issue with MVP or Shelton Benjamin or the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Yeah!
So, let's see where this goes.
Oh my God! So MVP goes one-on-one against. Goes up against Mark Briscoe. These two guys both exchange blows against each other. Mark Briscoe, of course, going for his karate moves or whatever you want to call it, kung fu or whatever it is. And then, like, the match then starts to dissolve. Like they're members of both teams start brawling in the ring, and then they start brawling at ringside. And man, I don't know who it was that took the pin. I think it was either Mark Quinn or Isaiah Cassidy, but like. The Hurt Business, they were dominant. They destroyed Private Party and Mark Briscoe. Bobby Lashley, of course. Bobby Lashley was able to hit. I believe it was. I think it was either Mark Briscoe or one of the Private Parties with a spear.
Ow.
Yep, it was a spear. Yep. And then Shelton Benjamin unleashed his own Suplex City on one of the other guys. So yeah, no. So here's what's up. So Mark Quinn wipes out Shelton Benjamin with a flatliner for a near fall, and then Bobby Lashley suplexes Mark Briscoe on the arena floor at ringside. Then Shelton Benjamin shoves Quinn into Bobby Lashley, and Lashley spikes Quinn with a choke slam, and then Lashley spears Isaiah Cassidy, and then Shelton Benjamin suplexes Mark Quinn, and then lands a thrust kick to pin and win. Your winners, the Hurt Syndicate. Hells yeah, give me more of this.
I've learned my lesson. I will never fuck with a man with fake eyebrows. Fun fact, Bobby Lashley has a form of extreme alopecia, meaning he has absolutely zero body hair, including his eyebrows.
Well, let me ask you a question. Will you find it weird if we ever see Bobby Lashley without any eyebrows? What do you think? But you know what? I'm not gonna judge. Like, it's a personal choice. If it helps him, it helps him. Besides, I've said this many times. He's a much better conditioned athlete than Brock Lesnar.
I mean, that goes without saying. Okay, so that was the hot segment. Rather, that was the hot match of the night.
Okay, and this one is a segment that is funny as hell. And this is the heel getting his comeuppance. We're supposed to get an in-ring segment from Ricochet, who just turned heel after stabbing Swerve Strickland with the golden scissors on an episode of Dynamite.
That was a week ago.
Yeah.
No, a week and a half ago. What's taking so long for him to get to fucking talking about any of this stuff? And like, what the fuck have you been doing? Also, what's with the shit-eating grin? And why are the scissors golden?
I don't know why.
Why are they golden scissors?
They're giant. They're larger. They're large golden scissors. It's so cartoonish.
That doesn't mean they need to be gold. They can be any kind of. And why scissors? Why scissors? If you were trying to go up against, I don't know, the Acclaimed, Anthony Bowens, Max Caster, you could try to attack them with scissors. That would make sense.
Listen, Juancho. On that night of Dynamite, Ricochet was visited by the spirit of one Sid Vicious. And he told him,
Ow!
No, that's Lex Luger.
Still don't know.
Yeah. Sid Vicious made sure that Ricochet does not forget his scissors. But anyway, so Ricochet gets in the ring. The fans are eating him alive with so many chants. They fucking hate Ricochet at this point. Ricochet, instead of speaking, he just goes, "You know what? Forget it. I'm not going to say anything because a picture says more." Or what's the saying?
A picture's worth 1,000 words.
A picture's worth 1,000 words. He shows the picture of his assault on Dynamite at the Titantron, and then Swerve's music hits, and Ricochet, he's ready. He's ready for Swerve to come down to the ring and attack him, but he is attacked from behind with a steel chair by Prince Nana.
Ah! Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Prince Nana got him instead. blow, then I drive big pressure, I apply, beat, you lost your mind. Oh my god, he got beat by this fucker!
Yes.
He got beat by Personata, and Personata just dabbed on his ass. Did he take some coffee beans and sprinkle them on him or something?
No. He just hit him with the chair one time, and then after Ricochet went down, he started doing his dance all over him. And then Swerve Strickland runs down to the ring with the metal chain. He was about to fight, but then Ricochet was able to run away.
Ah, poo.
So you know what? This is good. I laughed because, damn, Prince Nana. I wasn't expecting him to get in on the fight.
It's more a matter of like fucking Ricochet is fucking healing it up. He's not really doing much to heal it up either. Like he's not really needing to do anything, which is bizarre to me. But I don't know. I guess if it fucking works, it fucking works. Yeah.
If it works, it works, right? All right.
Yeah.
I love this segment. I love this fucking segment, and I laughed my balls off.
Yay.
So I think this is also a way to cover up Ricochet's inability to cut a promo, and
because he sucks at talking.
And now let's get to the match of the night. And this one, I really was not looking for. I really did not like. It's a one-on-one match with Christian Cage, the Patriarch, versus Hook.
All right, so these two are finally squaring off now.
They are finally squaring off, and Hook starts things off by attacking Christian Cage from behind as Christian makes his entrance. What a babyface! And then Cage starts then Hook starts laying it on Christian Cage as they get to the middle of the ring. And then there's this moment where Christian tries to go in for a fatherly hug. He wants to make peace. He wants to embrace his new friend. So Hook...
What the fuck?
No. So then Hook hugs Christian, but Christian got played because Hook lays him out with a fucking belly-to-belly.
Okay. Thank you. Jesus. Thank you. I'm over here thinking like, please don't tell me Hook falls for that shit. Like, I'm asking nicely. Please don't make Hook a moron. Thank you. At least Hook's not a moron.
No. I think they exposed his stupidity enough times. So anyways, so Hook hits Christian Cage with a belly-to-belly, but it was only able to get a 2 count. Then out comes the rest of the Patriarchy, Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne to come down to the ring.
Nick Wayne, the future of the business, who's got as much personality as a soggy cardboard box.
Exactly. Who's surprisingly still more beefier than Adam Cole, baby. So they come down to the ring. They provide ringside chicanery to help out their adoptive father. And then out comes Katsuyori Shibata, the Japanese wrestler who was aligned with Hook for some time. He comes out to even the odds against the Patriarchy, but unfortunately, it was all for naught because in the end, despite the best efforts, Christian Cage was able to pull ahead and get the victory.
What the fuck? What happened?
Well, actually, no. Pull up. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. This was during the time where I actually stepped away to eat dinner.
That's what happens. Yeah.
So
I fucking knew it. You didn't watch it. You liar.
I saw the beginning of it.
Liar.
Here we go. So no. Keep going. Yep. So here we go. Okay, so Hook. Yep. Hook.
Don't try to make it sound harder than it is. Don't try to phone it in. Like try to get it over on us now. We see through you to say.
Listen. Shut up. So Hook locks in. So here's what happens. So Hook locks in the red rum inside the ring. And then Christian Cage calls out for Nick and Kip Sabian and to stomp away on Hook. The referee then disqualifies Christian. So Hook wins by disqualification. And then the Patriarchy continues to wail on both Hook and Katsuyori Shibata until out comes the returning former AEW World Champion Samoa Joe.
Okay, this makes more sense. What the fuck?
Samoa Joe comes down, and he stands tall with Katsuyori Shibata and Hook. They have reunited, and they've sent the Patriarchy running for the hills.
You gotta be shitting me.
I'm all I didn't care much for the match, because I thought the match was dog shit. I'm happy that Samoa Joe's back.
Yay!
I would have preferred that he came back and got revenge on the guy that put him away, a.k.a. Chris Jericho.
Yeah, you want logic here, Jose? Did you just try to ask for logic in AEW? You silly
some
virgin.
Logic.
You silly virgin.
All right, now we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this promo segment because this. Okay.
No, I was going to take a look at the chat. Yeah, Peter Pan missed Captain Hook, so he decided to rename himself Hook. Ha.
I mean, if you look at Hook, he's more like a thuggish Peter Pan, you know?
He's a little Petey Pablo pan, whatever, I don't know.
This is a promo segment that we need to talk about, and me and Juan, we do have different opinions on this. And it is a promo segment featuring MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, and the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, who's on his one final ride in AEW. All right. This one's going to hurt. This one's really going to hurt. All right, so MJF comes down and he interrupts Jeff Jarrett, and he cuts a promo on Jeff of God, like he was just poking fun at Jeff Jarrett being on the last ride, and then exposes him and calling him a professional wrestling Grim Reaper. Well, before he did that, he said a line that I swear I've been seeing on social media that apparently MJF like gave like a bad omen for the future of AEW or whatever. When MJF says that Jeff Jarrett, he is the example of like. I'm trying to remember what the line was. Something company dies.
Oh yeah, anytime you see Jeff Jarrett on your screen, that's the moment where that signals that your favorite wrestling company is gonna die. So that's a
foreshadow.
That's a jab at how WCW died when Jeff Jarrett at the same time Jeff Jarrett became champion, and how Jeff Jarrett made himself TNA champion, and TNA went crazy from there. And also, you can interpret it as a jab to AEW itself, if you want to be, like charitable with that.
It's like the AEW is fucking aware of this. Jesus. No, I'm sorry. This is far too fun. No, I don't know if I should call it clever or not, Juan. What do you think?
This one is at least clever enough where it has more than one meaning, like where it has any sort of semblance of more of an entendre going on. There's more there's more nuance going on with it.
Yeah, but a counterpoint, the flip side of the entendre, where people are thinking that this is a foreshadowing of things to come, like because wrestling fans are unforgivable, and they are leaning into that.
No kidding.
Ugh. So anyways, Jeff Jarrett then gets on a mic and he exchanges a few of his barbs against MJF, and this is where it gets a little tasteless. Well, first of all, MJF made a crack at Jeff Jarrett's real-life wife, Karen Jarrett, and he says, like, "Oh, do me a favor, make sure she sticks around because when I'm done with her, you're gonna like
something along the lines of you're going to know." Oh yeah, I'm a real big fan of your wife, Karen, but just make sure that she sticks around, because at the end of the night, you'll once I'm done with her, you'll be able to know what generational talent and an Olympic gold medalist's balls taste like.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, his exact words. Can you make sure that sexy MILF of a wife of yours sticks around? But I'm not a monster. When I'm through, I'll send her. I'm through with her. I'll ship her back to Tennessee.
Yeah, and then Jarrett fights back by attacking MJF's mom. Like first he called, he attacks MJF's mom and calls his mom a Canadian call girl who sleeps around with one guy after another, and then he takes a shot at his real life girlfriend Alicia Atut and calls her a call girl. Great! Jeff Jarrett just called these two women hookers.
Wow.
Fucking.
And, it all came up with
he's supposed to be the baby face.
Like that's not even it, Jose. It's the fact that he prefaced that junk with what's his face with him saying like everything that you could say or that you've done, I did it before and I did it better than you. Like so you mean to tell me your insults are better than MJF's?
I mean, if we want to count what he did back in 1999 WWE, where he was this misogynistic alpha male bastard who beats up women in the Attitude Era,
slap nuts everybody with guitars.
Yeah, God, that gimmick did not age well.
Right?
Ugh, God, and this just reminds me of it. What the fuck, Jarrett? So MJF gets back on the mic. He starts yelling at Jeff Jarrett. And
no! It doesn't end there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
After the hooker lines, what's his face? Jeff Jarrett actually tells him, like, listen, you're worried about me, but you need to beat me in a match, and you don't even know why, because you're like, maybe you're just a scared little boy. You're scared of never being on top, and you're scared of becoming a one-hit wonder.
And the fans started chanting one-hit wonder at MJF.
One-hit wonder. That's something like, so they're getting behind Jeff Jarrett here.
And now MJF fires back and says that he didn't need his dad to make him a top guy. He didn't need to start
he was calling him a bastard child with the whole thing of his mom being a call girl, whatever. But whatever.
Yeah. And then MJF fired back at Jeff Jarrett saying, like, he didn't need to make his own company to become a top guy. He didn't need his dad to help him be a top guy. MJF made MJF, and he then talked about all of his accomplishments of what he did, what he's done for AEW, and then he takes it one step further. He then invokes.
We thought that Jeff Jarrett was being disrespectful. Ooh, MJF took that and said bet.
MJF invoked the name of Owen Hart, who used to be real-life friends with Jeff Jarrett before Owen Hart's passing on May of 1999 in the Kemper Arena.
Yeah, the less we... Like, if you know your wrestling history, then you know why why we consider that a gigantic taboo. Basically, Owen Hart was supposed to do a stunt where, in a match... back in 1999, where he was going to descend from the rafters dressed as the Blue Blazer, the harness broke, and he ended up falling to his death, hitting neck first on the side of the ring and dying, and dying on his way to the hospital.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that we are that to this day we are taken aback by from WWE.
Well, true, but it's even more tasteless here, where MJF trots out the name and legacy of Owen Hart, and he's basically fucking telling that Jeff Jarrett is like, oh, what? Just because you were best friends with Owen Hart, you think that you deserve some kind of grand finale, grand farewell? You think that just because of that you should be allowed to be champion?
And then, he continues on saying that Jeff Jarrett is nothing more than a leech riding off the coattails of his deceased friend. And then...
was that wrong? Did I strike a card? I thought you were a tough guy. I guess you don't like it when I talk about your old pal Owen.
Yep.
And they has fight.
Where the referees officials came by to break it up. Out comes Karen Jarrett to try and calm down Jeff. And then MJF uses Karen as a shield to get away from him and get the hell out of Dodge. And this is... And you know what? This is something that me and Juan, we talked about. Okay, so first of all, MJF going for the low-hanging fruit. That is to be expected. He's a scumbag. That's what he does. But then Jeff Jarrett tried to match low-hanging fruit for low-hanging fruit and calling his mom and his girlfriend a bunch of...
calling them hookers.
You're calling them hookers, man. That is tasteless. I'm sorry. I did not like...
Specifically, he called them, a Canadian call girl.
Wow. What the fuck, man? Jeez.
Which I say, like, you realize you work for an idiot. You can say flat out, like, hooker or slut or whatever you want to say. Like, you can say the real bad words there, Jeff. You work for an idiot who doesn't care. By all means, let it loose.
And then MJF finishes off by cutting his promo and invoking the name of Owen Hart, which, by the way, I don't think that it's a coincidence that MJF cuts a promo mentioning Owen Hart while wearing a blue blazer.
You think we're lying? You think we're lying about this shit? I'm gonna fucking pull up his photo. No. Owen Hart, blue blazer. Yeah, blue. Come on. Okay, yeah, I wish I could make this up, but literally, Owen Hart was, back in the day, looking with this silly, goofy outfit, the blue blazer, and so it was meant to be a masked luchador, masked superhero looking thing, just to be goofy, but yeah, So, yeah, MJF wearing a blue blazer, that was not accidental.
No, it wasn't.
On purpose.
So overall, this segment just doesn't feel inspiring. It just feels like two guys who are just trying to get under each other's skin.
Okay, well, apparently Jeff Jarrett got the MJF sweating so hard that he's leaking hair dye.
Oh, God.
He's got the Rudy Giuliani treatment going on over there. Nasty.
Oh, damn, man.
Right down to the fake tan.
Remember when we had positive opinions about Rudy Giuliani from years ago? Yeah, me neither. Oh, man. But that being said, this segment was just...
Yeah, there's a big difference here. You had a problem with this segment because you found that it was in poor taste and it was that it was trashy. I have a problem with it because I found it boring.
Oh, boring, you say?
Predictably boring. Now, yeah, the Owen Hart line, obviously nobody really saw that a real bit coming. Maybe if we'd paid attention to his wardrobe like Jose's keen eye is, I would have caught it sooner. Those new glasses are working wonders for you, Jose.
Well, thank you very much.
Shut up! I'm trying to compliment you. Anyway, but truthfully, MJF saying like demeaning, fourth wall breaking, bad promo shit is to be expected. Jeff Jarrett, like you said, whenever he's trying to work at work up with a heel promo style in order to match energies, he says and does really classless shit. Again, expected. So, I hope you'll forgive me. I wasn't impressed.
Because it's the same MJF shit that we have seen since 2019. There has been no sign of any character development or character evolution.
Yeah, except he now has a different color scarf.
And
he's got tans. And he's got hair dye running down his head.
Ah, man.
Yeah, no, yes, thank you, Tam Tam. You're like, I kept looking at his hairline. Thank you.
MJF is not evolving, but he's not regressing. He's just in the middle, and that's just as bad.
He's stagnating. You don't want it to stagnate, buddy.
Exactly. All right, now before we touch on the main event match, we do have an honorable mention.
Oh, do we?
Yes, and I actually quite enjoyed this, despite me not knowing half the participants in this Casino Gauntlet match. The honorable mention is the Women's Casino Gauntlet match. Whoever wins gets to challenge Mariah May for the AEW Women's World Title at Grand Slam Australia in February.
Yay!
That's right, AEW is going to Australia, Juan. Yay!
Crikey!
And it was great. They had the participants. I don't have them in order, but I'm going to list them out of order. They had Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander. They had a female wrestler called Megan Bain, who used to wrestle on AEW Dark back in 2020, but she's made a comeback and she looks a lot better. They also had Julia Hart and Jamie Hayter join in on this Casino Gauntlet match. So that's 5 participants already. And I can't remember half the names of the other wrestlers that were involved, but at the end, Toni Storm, the quote rookie of the year, rookie of AEW or whatever you want to call it, Toni Storm goes in and she won the whole thing after Julia Hart sprays the green mist onto Jamie Hayter, and then Toni Storm was able to roll her up to get the victory. So your winner, Toni Storm, and she challenges Mariah May for the AEW Women's World Title.
Yay!
I'm expecting, they better pull some fucking mind games.
So you had no clue who were the participants. Okay, so entrants 1 and 2 were Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter. Megan Bain showed up. Let's see here. Willow Nightingale came out after. And then Toni Storm.
Oh, okay, so those women. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. Wait a second. Hold on. The hate breaker on Julia. Julia who?
Julia Hart.
Oh yeah, Julia Hart. There she is. Yeah. I didn't even realize that Julia Hart came in. Okay, there she is in the same paragraph. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no! Oh wait, no. Harley Cameron was also involved. So sorry. I got my facts wrong. So Julia Hart sprayed a mist into Harley Cameron's eyes, and Toni Storm rolled up Julia to pin and win the whole Casino Gauntlet match.
All right, not bad. What the fuck?
It was fun. It was all right. I just wish there was more participants involved, but more women to get the opportunities. I mean, book the women's division. Yeah, you already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no.
Like, I had fun, but I like to see a little bit more of it. Thank you. The picture says it all. Like, you didn't even need a hot tag for that with Juan.
No, I literally don't have the mental capacity for hot tagging tonight. I've got shit to do.
And now let's talk about the main event match. And this is a one-on-one match for the AEW World Championship. As the defending champion, the master of White Jutsu, Jon Moxley,
White Jutsu,
defends the AEW World title against Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yes! Also, we have someone else in the chat named Rin. Hello there, Rin. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. There is only one Julia. I see what you did there. Ha.
Nice.
Very good.
All right, so Jon Moxley versus Powerhouse Hobbs, and this was awesome. Powerhouse Hobbs won this opportunity by defeating all the participants in the Casino Gauntlet match last week on Dynamite, and Powerhouse Hobbs was also brought into AEW back in 2020 by Jon Moxley, so they got a little bit of a history there, and now and these two square off in this incredible main event match. Powerhouse Hobbs, of course, starts off strong, fighting back against Jon Moxley, pushing him off, just pushing him off to the side. Moxley then hits Hobbs with a blindsided shot, and these two guys go back and forth, and they brawl around the ringside, which is also par for the course with Jon Moxley matches.
So
don't worry,
literally like 5 seconds in, and they're brawling outside the ring.
But don't worry, Moxley hasn't bled yet. It's okay, folks. We don't have to call the blood bank.
Yet, he says. He says, yet.
So Moxley goes...
You are expected to see him bleed.
So Moxley then flies over the ropes with the Tope Suicida, sending Hobbs over to the barricade, and then Hobbs picks up Moxley and then rams him into the turnbuckle, and then Powerhouse Hobbs then pulls a Mike Tyson and doesn't bite the ear off, but bites the earring out of Moxley's ear, causing Moxley to bleed from the ear.
So hardcore! Oh my god! Oh no!
Moxley is trying to find new creative ways to bleed. He's done bleeding from the forehead, so now he wants to bleed from everywhere else. A couple of weeks ago, he was bleeding from the back of the head, and now he's bleeding from the ear. What's next?
Bleed from your neck.
Oh, God. Ow! Jesus! That's brutal!
No, you want creative ways to bleed, right? You want creative ways to bleed? You can do that! Oh, how about that? Did you like that? Were you expecting that answer? No, you only think about yourself. Wait.
All right, so with the referee's back turned, Marina Shafir gets involved and then kicks Hobbs in the side of the head inside of the head, and allowing Moxley to try to go for the Death Rider. Hobbs was able to counter the Death Rider with his pure strength, and then shoulder blocks Jon Moxley. Yeah, and then Hobbs bulldozes Jon Moxley with 3 consecutive clotheslines.
Yeah, like it was bleeding from the blood.
Bleeding from the blood.
Isn't that just leukemia or something? Like, isn't that some sort of like fucked up autoimmune disease? If your blood is bleeding, like the cytoplasmic wall of the blood cells would rupture spontaneously, causing your blood cells to thin out the rest of your actual blood. I'm just thinking over here. I'm just trying to think of a way that would work.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, folks, give me just a minute, please.
What is this doing?
Oh, Angel, don't forget to wake up early in the morning and get over here around 10 o'clock so that we can head over to that awesome con that's happening tomorrow. So please, make sure you get this voice message as soon as you get up. Bye. Anyways.
I guess that cat's out of the bag.
No, what are you talking about? They didn't hear me.
Yes, they did.
My mic was away.
They could hear you.
All right. But unfortunately, the numbers start to get involved, because then out comes the other members of the Death Riders. There's Pac. There's Claudio Castagnoli. They're all at ringside.
Jose, as long as they don't have Wheeler Yuta in there, Hobbs stands a chance.
That is true. Hobbs was able to fight back despite the odds.
Everyone knows how dangerous Wheeler Yuta is.
Oh, God. Speaking of, so after Moxley and Hobbs fight again on the entrance ramp, with the referee's back turned, out comes Wheeler Yuta sprinting, hits Powerhouse Hobbs.
I was kidding!
Hits Powerhouse Hobbs with a knee before running back over to the back. John Moxley hits the paradigm shift on Powerhouse Hobbs, and then locks in the Bulldog Sleeper Choke, forcing Powerhouse Hobbs to pass out in the middle of the ring. Your winner, and still your AEW World Champion, John Moxley.
You see how totally badass I am? I choked him out, just like in my Death Jitsu tournaments, which are not the tournaments that where I got beat by some random local guy in the middle of a gym.
And I predicted that this would happen, and thank goodness that they didn't go that far, but like the Death Riders then started circling around Powerhouse Hobbs, and I was looking at this, I'm like, oh no, please don't let it be a racist thing, please don't let it be a racist thing. Thank goodness it wasn't, because they were interrupted by the combined team of rated FTR. That's Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, FTR, with the rated R superstar, Adam Copeland. No.
Yes.
No.
You have to.
No, I don't.
It's on the website, Jose. It's in his Twitter handle. You have to call him that. You have to.
God fucking damn it. And the radar superstar, Cope.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
That is wonderful.
And that's where we close off Dynamite Maximum Carnage.
No, what's his face? Matthew Comer was saying Hobbs' next opponent should be Calvin. Calvin and Hobbs versus each other. Like Calvin versus Hobbs. God dang it.
Weird, but okay.
Don't you get it, Calvin and Hobbs?
No.
You don't remember the comic strip of Calvin and Hobbs?
No. We never talked about it.
No. What? No. You know it. You know it.
Do I?
Yes, you should know it. Jesus Christ almighty. Oh, my God. Yeah, you should know this one. This, Calvin and Hobbs. Don't fucking lie to me. You know who they are.
Nope.
What the fuck?
I'm going to be honest. You caught me off guard.
What? No fucking way.
We never talked about it.
You never, no, but you don't remember seeing these all over fucking, like, newspaper and stuff?
No, because I don't read newspapers.
My God, how old am I?
I remember the Boondocks when they used to be on newspapers before they transitioned into Adult Swim.
How dare you?
So anyway, so that was Maximum Carnage. So yeah, it was good. It was a good show. I liked it. And now we're going to talk about the Go Home. You at least seen trucks of Calvin peeing on something.
Yes, you have. And don't say you haven't, Jose. You know that you've seen it, like, all over the place. Like, there are motherfuckers who put that same, like, car decal all over the fucking place. And it's always Calvin pissing on something, like peeing on like a sports team or a nation's flag or peeing on some logo or whatever. You've seen them. Don't tell me you haven't.
I have to disappoint. No, I'm kidding. I have seen them. Cut that out. Stop that. Anyways, let's talk about this week's edition of TNA Impact. This is their go-home show before their upcoming pay-per-view event, TNA Genesis. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant TNA NXT Genesis.
Oh, that's right, guys. They made it official. It's now going to be a special cross-promotional event involving NXT.
Even though they haven't advertised what NXT stars are going to be on Genesis, but regardless.
Weird, right?
I know. So, we open things off with a good one-on-one match as Leon Slater goes up against Trent Seven, the mustached bastard.
Oh, he's a mustached bastard now? Not Mustache Mountain?
No, I'm calling him a mustache bastard.
But you gotta call it a mustache Mountain.
So Leon Slater starts things off, and he overwhelms Trent Seven in the beginning of the match. He lays him out with a lot of great reversals, sends him scurrying outside. Leon Slater is just amazing. He's fluid in the ring. He's fluid in his movements. It's really good. Of course, Trent Seven didn't take too kindly of that. Trent Seven was able to turn the match around, knock down Leon Slater, bring him back down to earth, knocks him out with a 7-star lariat, and then hoists him over his shoulders and hits Leon Slater with the burning hammer. But Leon Slater, showing an incredible amount of resilience, was able to kick out after 2.
You got to be kidding.
That's right. And then after some,
how can you survive this guy? Fuck. They don't call him Mustache Mountain for nothing. He's gigantic.
No, he's not. Yeah. And then Leon Slater and Trent Seven would continue to fight outside of the ring before they took the action back in the ring. Leon Slater was able to capitalize and seal the match with an incredible 450 splash to pin and win. Your winner, Leon Slater.
Yeah, and well put, Matthew Coburn. Matthew Coburn saying, Leon Slater, dude.
Ha. And then after the match, Frankie Kazarian tries to go into the ring, and he tries to blindside Leon Slater, but Leon Slater catches him right there in the act. And then Frankie Kazarian backs away from Leon Slater. Clearly, Kazarian is still a little hurt that Leon Slater wouldn't accept his tutelage. I mean, wouldn't accept the job of being a gopher boy, because let's be honest, Frankie Kazarian was trying to hire him to be a gopher.
Yeah, that's literally it. Sorry, Frankie. Like, you need to go to Hollywood. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, buddy.
No, it's not. But here's what did happen. Let's get over to the exciting match of the night. And this was actually really, really awesome. And I like this. This was, yep, go ahead. This was a tag match, playa.
Holla, holla.
The teams of the world-class maniac, Eric Young, and the former U.S. Marine soldier, Steve Macklin, going up against First Class, AJ Francis, and Casey Navarro.
Why are we pushing Eric Young?
First of all, can we give a shout out to AJ Francis for post and for making that tweet in regards to the partnership between WWE and TNA? Like, he says, like, out of one door, then
like his master plan is. I'm gonna find it because he put up a clever tweet. It was a very clever tweet, and I will not, like, as lame as the guy comes off, I give the devil his due when it comes to stuff. I am going to give him credit for for his creativity with how he fucking dealt with this. With the fact that there's a new partnership between TNA and WWE. So I'm just trying to find it. Where'd it go?
Well, don't scroll too fast.
No, I'm showing all the fast. Besides, I've like it, and you're probably thinking, like, why don't we just describe it to you? Simple, because this is better. It better expresses his sentiment, and it's funnier.
Oh wait, I think it was right there with Consequences Creed, and then let me see. No.
That'll deserve you, King.
Okay, no, that's not it. There. Scroll up. No, never mind. That's not it.
This is the one.
There we go.
Yeah, like
Top Dollar. Yep.
Hold on.
Okay, this is pretty good.
It's literally this. Top Dollar being thrown out by WWE, only for AJ Francis to show up.
That was fun. I love that. That shit's good.
See?
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Yay! Okay. All right, so let's get over to the tag match. And, honestly, and I'll be honest, this was more of a focus for Eric Young and Steve Macklin. We're trying to highlight them because they're the ones feuding with the system right now. Now, First Class was able to put up a valiant effort, especially Casey Navarro, who was doing a lot of the work in the tag match. But it was Eric Young and Steve Macklin with their combined powers, with their combined abilities. Eric Young was able to knock down Casey Navarro in the middle of the ring. He goes for the flying elbow drop before finally putting him down with a spike pile driver in the middle of the ring to pin and win. Your winners, Eric Young and Steve Macklin. And then after the match, they were attacked by the system.
God damn it.
Yep, Brian Myers and motherfucking Eddie Edwards.
You're joking.
I wish I was. It was a great tag match. It was fun. But, yeah, no, the system have to get involved somehow.
God damn it.
All right. But now it's time to. But now we're going to go ahead and shift gears and talk about the exciting segment of the night. And this was an in-ring promo segment from the Canadian Iron Man himself, Josh Alexander, and the Northern Armory.
All right, so what does the walking weapon have to say to us fine folks at home?
So Josh Alexander and the Northern Armory, they're celebrating on destroying Mike Santana last week in the Northern Armory Gauntlet match that they set up, where Mike Santana was defeated one member after the other, and then when Josh came into the ring, all the guys ganged up on him, and it was all a ruse. It was all a ruse just to destroy Santana. Josh Alexander, of course, is proud of himself, and he's proud of his team, and he said that Santana wanted to challenge him to a match on Genesis, but unfortunately, he doesn't believe that Mike Santana will be cleared to compete because he's injured. And then to cut him off, Mike Santana, who's cutting a promo from the crowd, he challenges Josh Alexander at Genesis to an I Quit match.
Oh
yes.
Oh shit.
It's gonna be an I Quit match, and then they're gonna find out who truly is the face of TNA.
Still. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Holy crap. An I Quit match, folks. No disqualification, no countouts, no pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win is to force your opponent to say the words, I quit.
And that is not going to be an easy task, especially if you've got Josh Alexander fucking staring you down to the other end of the fucking ring. No way.
Oh man, it's gonna be good.
It looks like he's copying Jody's look. LOL. Oh, you meant you mean AJ Francis? Yeah, no, I could see that. Well, they're both big guys and they're both bald, so yeah, I could totally see him trying to ape Jody Joe's look over here. So shout out to Jody's Corner. So yeah, poop. Oh shit is right. Oh shit is right there, Tam, because dealing with Josh Alexander, I'm scared. I am a scaredy boy.
I think we're all scared, Juan. But anyways, so let us continue on. The match of the night is, of course, a one-on-one match. Sorry, I'm trying to chew my candy here. And it features Laredo Kid versus Jake Something. Honestly, this match didn't go for too long. It's a battle between Lucha Libre versus Power. And Jake Something and Laredo Kid put up a valiant effort, but Jake Something was able to use his size, strength, and resiliency to fight back against Laredo Kid, and eventually Jake Something was able to pick up the victory over the Luchador. Your winner, Jake Something. Like I said, this wasn't a long match.
Really?
It was standard. It was all right.
That's it. I feel like I got cheated or something.
No. Obviously, they're trying to give more time for other things that's happening on TNA Impact. So, in the grand scheme of things, it was all right. It was okay.
It was a squash.
No, it wasn't a total squash. It was a good match, but like there wasn't much offense from like Laredo Kid did deliver offense, but it wasn't enough. All right.
But still, it feels like the way you described it, I'm like, what the fuck?
It happened.
The match happened and it's gone.
Yeah. And now let's talk about this segment here. Oh, motherfucker. All right. We have to talk about this. This is a segment featuring Ash
and
Heather
by Elegance.
Oh no. This is the pre-launch celebration by Elegance.
Pre-launch of what?
The pre-launch of their celebration in becoming the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Jody Thread and Heather and Ash by Elegance, of course, with their personal concierge, are celebrating early on their victory. And the personal concierge, he's such a great guy. He does more than hype up his gals. He made like a nice little like cardboard standee of Ash and Heather wearing the Knockouts tag belts, which is just their regular one, but like he was somehow able to like put in like the tag belts into the cardboard cutouts, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Matthew Cobra, and he takes the 80s shoulder pads look to the next level. Oh, talk about Laredo Kid's outfit over here earlier. Ah.
Yeah, I love those.
God.
Not gonna lie, those shoulder pads are cool.
Deodorant ad? Oh, yeah, no, fucking, Ash and Heather by Elegance. Yeah, no, they look like they are trying to sell me something.
And Ash and Heather were trying to cut heel promos celebrating their early victory, but the fans of Atlanta, Georgia were not having it. They were booing the hell out of the whole damn thing. And then out comes Spitfire, the reigning TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Danny Luna and Jody Thread, to stop the party in their tracks, calling them delusional instead of elegant. And the whole thing ends with Spitfire destroying the party and sending Ash and Heather running for the hills.
Yay!
Yay! I personally didn't care for this stupid bullshit of the celebration by elegance because God, it's just I don't know. It's just cringe to watch for me. It was very cringe. I didn't like it.
Okay, I get it. But at least we had the awesome good guy girls show up and whip their ass. So
I agree. That was really fun. Now, and Vicente Guerrero joins us late, and he says Ash and Heather by Elegance could be a great team. The Spitfire feud will only help.
That's true. Raise your hand if you're sure. Those two girls seem sure. Ash and Heather look very sure.
I mean, they are raising their hands. So. Anyways, now before we talk about the main event segment, we do have an honorable mention, and this was a brilliantly produced video package from TNA. And I kid you not, this video package is Masha Slamovich and Rosemary entering a confessional in church and sharing their feelings towards each other in their upcoming match for the Knockouts World title at Genesis.
Okay, so they're confessing to like an unseen preacher or to each other, or
I guess they're confessing to each other. They're both in the booth, and it was so weird and it was so crazy to watch. Rosemary, of course, reminds Masha Slamovich that she's been in the TNA for many years, and she is the one who is the epitome of hardcore violence, and she shows it every time she steps into the ring. And then Masha Slamovich told Rosemary that she lets opportunities go by. She lets the opportunities to win the championship pass by her. Rosemary tries to fight back by saying that, like, no, she was left in the dirt because every person that she trusted turned their back on her. They betrayed her. And this was, like I said, this was a really good video package. It was so amazing, so dark, so twisted, and I loved every second of it.
That good, huh?
Well, then, and I'm also a fan of Rosemary. I mean, it's hard for me to... You can't turn me off from Rosemary.
Okay, well, I suppose I get you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Race. Oh, I see what you... Oh, you guys are bigger nerds than me. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, the raise your hand if you're sure. Oh, that was from a deodorant commercial. And Tams is actually, shh, it's a secret. Oh, oh my fucking lord. This is what happens when I'm worn out and I don't catch a reference. Damn it.
Vicente Guerrero, I get the feeling Rosemary calling herself a demon would have tons to confess about.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Any angle with Danny Luna and Jody Threat is a big win. You're right about that. All right, so yeah, no, this was
this is a great confessional booth segment. I like this. Now, Juancho,
well produced.
Now, Juancho, I want you to say your Hail Marys 1,000 times, and I also want you to hit your head really hard, right now.
What?
Do it now.
Bitch, you ain't ordained. Cut it out. K-Storm is the one who's an ordained priest amongst us. By the way, K-Storm is an ordained priest.
Yay! All right, now let's get to the main event segment, and this is the final segment to close off TNA Impact before Genesis. These two guys who will be competing in the main event for the TNA World Title, they finally meet face to face. It is Nick Nemeth, the TNA World Champion, who meets the number one contender. That is. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, but wait, Juan. This is serious. Joe Hendry gets real serious. And he was bold and to the point. He tells Nick Nemeth that Nick Nemeth, that he needs to win this. He needs to win the TNA World title, and that it is what he has worked for a long time, and he's going to deliver the fight to Nick Nemeth at Genesis and be crowned the new TNA World Champion. Nick Nemeth, of course, answers back. He first delivers his flowers by paying respect to Joe Hendry and being a great competitor. And that Nick Nemeth knows what it means to be a fighting champion. He'll do whatever it takes to make sure that the title stays on him, and he knows what it means to be the champion all the time, to have and what it constitutes. And he doesn't think that Joe Hendry is ready for the life of being a world champion.
I see.
Yes.
And yeah, no, it looks as if Joe Hendry was actually caught on the back foot there, which is why. There was only one thing that Nick Nemeth wanted to address, which was the fact that the last time that Nick and Hendry faced off, we had surprising interference from none other than John Bradshaw Layfield.
That's right. Former WWE World Champion John Bradshaw Layfield showed up at Bound for Glory, as I covered here on Wrestle Rewind, and Nick Nemeth showed footage that, yes, we saw that JBL laid out Joe Hendry with a clothesline from hell, and he also attacked Nick's brother Ryan Nemeth at ringside.
Which is why when Nick Nemeth got up and he saw that Joe Hendry was actually standing over Nick Nemeth to figure out what the hell happened, Nick Nemeth was thrown back and started whipping the hell out of Hendry. And just so you know, we've got our we've got that misunderstanding cleared up. And Joe Hendry was also saying, yeah, okay, yeah, we're cool, on that front. I do have just one question though. No, wait a minute!
And then they were interrupted by the Hollywood hunk himself, Ryan Nemeth, who is...
That's not even his nickname! That's fucking Nick Nemeth's nickname! The Hollywood hunk!
No, actually, that is Ryan Nemeth's nickname.
No, but he was Dolph Ziggler!
Dude, he was peddling that nickname in his time in AEW.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
My bad.
Anyway,
okay.
so Ryan Nemeth, once again being the shit-heel little brother, is trying to once again stir the pot between Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry, saying that Joe Hendry cannot be trusted, and Joe Hendry had enough of his shit. So Joe Hendry and Ryan Nemeth briefly brawled in the middle of the ring, and Joe Hendry was about to lay out Ryan Nemeth with a standing ovation, but Nick Nemeth could not see his brother in pain and agony, so he steps in and hits a super kick, knocking down Joe Hendry in the middle of the ring, and TNA Impact closes off with Nick and Ryan Nemeth standing tall.
Quit saying standing tall. Look, you need to point one thing that's important to say. One thing that's far more important.
And what's that?
The fact that the crowd was out there shouting, "Kick your brother!"
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kick your brother!
Okay.
Kick your brother!
Oh wait, volume please.
Yeah, no, you're right. Besides, I'm sorry, Jose.
What?
I gotta listen to the crowd.
I'm sorry, what? Wait, what are you talking about? What? Ah! Stop that! Stop that! Don't kick me! Ow! Knock that off!
No.
Stop that! Alright, you got your kick now. Sit the fuck down. Anyways, so that's...
Ryan Nemeth's all like, yeah, we're gonna kill him, we're gonna beat him up, and
Nick is just like...
The fuck, man?
Yeah.
You are too extra on this shit, Ryan. What the fuck, man? If you said it would have made sense if Rosemary and Masha were confessing to Father James Mitchell, it would have, but I don't think they're going to let him take that kind of a bump anymore.
Yeah.
After the bump that he took in NWA.
Oh, God. And he also said Joe Hendry needing to be world champion could mean heel tactics while still being a babyface. I see more of a heel turn on Nick Nemeth, to be honest. And he also said that if Joe Hendry lands a point of the elbow into Nick Nemeth's mouth, tons of girls would get pissed at the missing teeth.
Only hard it'd be pretty hardcore if Nick Nemeth started rocking the Cesaro smile for half a second there. And yeah, Juancho throws super kicks about as good as Big Show in 99. Yeah, you try throwing super kicks in these tight jeans I've got on. Yeah, you try it.
Anyways, and that's where thank you. That's where we wrap up. Juan, ring the bell.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay, so final thoughts. TNA Impact, their go-home show before Genesis, pretty fucking awesome. Pretty great. They started off white hot with a good one-on-one match. They ended with a great segment between Hendry and Nick Nemeth. I thought their promo segment before their main event match was some much needed energy to keep their momentum going. And I love the video package of the confessionals. I love the in-ring segment of Josh Alexander and Mike Santana setting up for their I Quit match. I wasn't too keen. I wasn't too big on the celebration by elegance. That shit was just too fucking ridiculous for me. But I mean, I guess other people like it, other people don't. It's an acquired taste, so it just wasn't for me. I didn't enjoy it. But overall, the show was still pretty fun. Now, this year's TV special of AEW Dynamite, Maximum Carnage. First of all, minus 50 points for not having Woody Harrelson, the guy who played Carnage, as a get. No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
I don't even think Woody Harrelson wanted to play Carnage.
Ouch.
I'm not gonna just the way he kind of phoned it in a little bit.
Never mind. Maximum Carnage was fun. I enjoyed Kenny Omega back in the ring. I know that he puts on a great wrestling match with just about anybody, and he did a great job with Brian Cage. The Hurt Business were dominant in their 6-man tag match. Happy to see MVP back in the ring. Give me more of the Hurt Business, god damn it. And once again, me and Juan, we have split it. Well, me and Juan, we both collectively agree that the promo segment between MJF and Jeff Jarrett sucked.
And it's sad too, because MJF can do better. It's just
he doesn't want to.
It's lazy.
It's very lazy, and
we know he's fucking brilliant on the mic, but brother, that is like some lazy ass fucking heel promo shit.
And
yeah, Mr. Juancho ready to start a mosh pit.
And
only if I keep getting more crap over trying to super kick his A with these pants.
And while I am getting really tired and my patience is running thin with the Death Riders and trying to figure out what the fuck they're trying to do, I would be lying if I said that I didn't enjoy the main event. I thought that Powerhouse Hobbs had a really strong standing against Jon Moxley in the world title match, and I think they need to do more with Powerhouse Hobbs going forward. Everything else was all right. Everything else was pretty good. And Prince Nana just attacking Ricochet. That was just amazing.
Like, of all people, getting knocked out by Prince Nana. The dancing fool with his coffee beans.
Damn, man.
How freaking beta male bullshit can fucking what's his face can Ricochet get?
I know, right?
Shit, that was just horrifyingly funny.
Oh, man. And, of course, now this week's edition of WWE NXT was also pretty fun. Great opening segment with Oba Femi. We've now set up an opponent in Eddie Thorpe to challenge for the NXT title, possibly. Stephanie Vaquer and Shotzi Blackheart had had an amazing banger of a one-on-one match. These two women are absolutely amazing. The NXT Women's Division in itself is amazing. The Meta Girls had a great tag match against the Unholy Union. We also had Ethan Page furthering his heel run. Even though the match was short, he showed his more savage, evil side, destroying Dante Shen's leg.
It was literally the most terrifyingly hilarious freaking beatdown that you could imagine. Only because you didn't really get that much of a match out of it.
Yeah. But man, oh my god, that fake kiss from freaking Carbon and Ashante, damn, these two were not comfortable in doing an actual kiss on TV.
Guys, come on. We've got fucking, let's not fucking kid ourselves. We have very sexy men and women in these locker rooms in the world of professional wrestling. You guys can act on an impulse if it means getting views for the show. If you're going to have a segment that ends with y'all kissing, then fucking put your whole foot in it. Put your whole ass foot in it and just lock in like a pair of freaking, pent-up teenagers or whatever, just blah, 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 blah. Gnarling on face, gnarling on gum and lips. You need to taste what each other's breakfast from last week tasted like, because you're teenagers and you don't know how to brush your teeth all the way, so you get up to the back of the tooth and the back of the mouth. You need to get all up in that.
All right, calm down.
Blah, blah, blah,
and while we were all robbed from some pent-up teenage romantic behavior, we got some violent teenage behavior in the main event segment with Bayley and Roxanne Perez brawling it out.
You're not my real mom! You can't tell me what to do! Bitch, I ain't your real mom, but you're gonna call me out for mama when I'm done with you. Shit!
It was really fun. So, and that's going to do it, folks. Just want to remind you guys that we're not going to be doing an episode of Los Amigos Play this Saturday. I guess we should go ahead and announce it.
You already did by accident.
Well, let's go ahead and make it
Yeah.
Because I sent it to you.
Yeah, you did. Freaking whatever. You did.
So here's the thing. Normally, we try to keep these things under wraps because right now we are operating on based on circumstances. We don't want to give out something too early and then underdeliver at the end. That's not what we're about. That's not what we want to do.
We don't want to go back on a promise, like saying that we're going to be somewhere and then not be able to be that somewhere. So that just goes to show you that, we try to stay true to our word.
We try to stay true to our word, and part of our strategy is just to be a little more careful with what our announcements. And in this case, we are 100% certain because the Ravens flock will be returning to this year's Central Florida Comic-Con in Lakeland, Florida. We're going to be there tomorrow, Saturday, January 18th, over at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida. We've been going to Central Florida Comic-Con in the past couple of years now, since 2019, since its inception.
We tried like crazy to go last year. We couldn't, and we lucked into being able to get us a set of day passes for the day, and we're gonna try and make the most of it as best we can, especially considering how broke I actually am.
Yeah, and we're also going to be doing a live stream while we're at the con itself. And you can join me, Mr. Angel Mendez, and Juan Arouse. And as we're going to be giving a live stream, we're going to show you guys the insides of Central Florida Comic-Con. It's great. It's fantastic. We've always had a wonderful time every time we go. And we're looking forward to seeing a lot of folks in cosplay.
But more importantly, we also got wonderful guests aboard.
Oh yes, that's right. We've got voice actor Steve Conley. He's going to be there. Yep. We've got author Steve Altier. Let's see here. Actually, no, comic creator Steve Conley and author Steve Altier.
All right, you're just going in order over here, but yeah, we've got Ross Marquand, who voices Ultron in this Marvel's What If series. We have comic creator Russell Liso. We have we have voice actor Robbie Rist and Rico Fajardo. Let's see here. R. Bruce Elliott and artist Primo Cardinali. Oh, Peekabell Chew's going to be here. Awesome. And Pam Doherty as well. But check this. The man. The myth.
Juan's favorite WWE.
The hardcore hero himself.
Yeah, go ahead,
The man of three faces. Mick Foley, motherfuckers.
Yay!
Yes! Michelle Ruff, the voice of Rukia from Bleach. Let's see here. We have comic creators Marcus Roberts and Martin Piero. Let me see. Kyle Phillips, who's also a voice actor. Where is it? These are all in alphabetical order.
Jason Douglas. He's another voice actor.
Let's see here. All right. Erica Lindbeck.
Yes, I've met her at Hall Match. She's amazing.
Emily Swallow, who plays the armorer in Star Wars: The Mandalorian. And David Yost,
the Blue Power Ranger,
the OG Blue Power motherfucking Ranger, y'all.
And
Dante Basco, who played Rufio, who's American Dragon Jake Long, and of course Fire Lord Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender. And of course, there's also someone who's very nice and
very evil,
Danhausen. Oh shit, Bushwhacker Luke. Oh, the voice of Blitz from Hazbin Hotel. Brandon Rogers is going to be there. Holy
Blitz is from Hell of a Boss.
I meant to say Hell of a Boss. I got the two mixed up.
It's okay.
All right, author Boden Newsweek Shenny, and the original Pink Ranger herself, Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
It's going to be great. Lord. It's going to be fantastic.
And we have Amberly Connors and
artist Aaron Reynolds.
Okay. Oh,
this is a great guest lineup.
This is such a cool lineup. We're gonna try to see all of them as best we can.
Yeah.
And do yourselves a favor. If you're in the Central Florida area, and if you want to say hi to the Ravens flock, come say hi to us at Central Florida Comic Con starting tomorrow. Being there tomorrow. Prince Nana KOing Ricochet was like Nana's flashback to his in-ring days, one-time job to Steve Blackman on WWE Metal. Oh my god!
That's pretty wild.
That's fucked up.
All right, with that being said, the announcements are done. Juan?
And don't forget one other thing.
What is it?
We are still going to be doing our usual episode of.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
no, we may not. We're not doing Los Amigos Play, but we are doing an episode of the Ravens Vlog tomorrow night. So be sure to tune in on Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, like always, right here on YouTube and Kick. With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
There we go. Much better. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody. Thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona. As he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an interflocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. Chauvinist Unicorn Tam likes your shirt.
Thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in to a special Friday edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Rouse, I'm Jose Casabona. Don't worry, we are returning to our format starting next week. See you next Thursday.